As more people compete for limited rental properties, having a rental resume can help you stand out from the crowd and prove your rental history to potential landlords. But what is a rental resume and what should it include? In today's video, we will answer those questions and provide you with a free rental resume template for your own resume. So whether you're a seasoned renter or just starting out, stay tuned to learn how to create a winning rental resume that can help you land your next rental property. So let's get started. A rental resume is typically the starting point for new and early renters. As mentioned before, it is similar to a resume you would submit to an employer, but instead explains to the landlord or property manager why you are a great tenant. This resume is important because it's often the first thing that property managers look at when conducting tenant screenings. Alongside credit checks and background checks, the resume is a good indicator of the behavior of the tenant. The landlord can find out if the tenant can reliably pay rent, has kept past apartments in good condition, and even current employment or employment history. As you can see, the renter resume packs a lot of information into one single document. And not only does it present information about the tenant's rental history, it also shows that the tenant is professional and is willing to go the extra step to land the property. These are all properties of a good tenant and will likely reflect positively on the property manager. However, writing your own resume may be difficult. This is why we have provided the entire process of writing the perfect rental resume in this video. So let's jump right in. Just like writing an employment resume, making a rental resume as good as possible is very important. So we have included all the necessary steps to write your very own rental resume. And we also have a link to a template that you can use completely free. Basic contact information. The first thing that should be included in the resume, of course, is your basic contact information. This includes your present contact number, email address, and potentially your current address. All of this information is important because the potential landlord must have a way to reach you. Objective. The next section in the rental resume will typically be the tenant's objective. Here, you should add a little information about yourself, but mostly focus on your goals. You can explain what kind of property you are searching for, what kind of neighborhood, as well as how much you would like to pay. You can also include some information about any special accommodations you would like. This could include laundry in the unit, pet-friendly, walking distance from school, etc. Background. After writing out the objective of the rental resume, you can include a section with your personal background. This is where you would want to elaborate a little bit more on your personal life. These details include employment status, employment position, what cities you've lived in, etc. The amount of information you include in this section is completely up to you. It is sometimes a good idea to include any other personal details like preferred hobbies and activities. Doing so may spark mutual interest with the landlord, making your resume and application stand out. Also, if there is any information regarding your ability to rent, this may be a place to put it. It might be beneficial to be transparent about a rough rental history instead of having the landlord find out on their own. Again, this is up to the writer and not necessary if it's not desired. Employment. To landlords, one of the most important qualities of a tenant is whether or not they can pay rent. By sharing your employment as well as how much you earn, you may be able to prove to the landlord that you are able to pay the full rent on a particular apartment. However, not many landlords will simply believe everything that is on the rental resume, so the tenant should include the contact information of a supervisor or manager. If this is not possible, there are many other ways to prove the shown income. If you want to find out more ways about proof of income, take a look at DoorLoop's full guide on proof of income. Rental history. This section is where you should be as thorough as possible. The rental history should show a tenant's full history with rental properties. Each sample should include the name of the property management company or real estate firm, the address, the amount of time it was rented, as well as some supplemental information. This supplemental information is generally used to describe the rental experience. You can include the amount that was paid in rent as well and the reason for leaving as supplemental information. Also, a rental reference is very important. This reference makes it easy for the landlord to contact the property's management and inquire about the applicant's tenancy. References. Finally, at the end of your rental resume, there are your references. These references do not have to necessarily be from past rental properties. This section can include people from your everyday life, like a supervisor, manager, mentor, or anyone who can vouch for you. It can even be a next-door neighbor, as they have first-hand experience of what the tenant is like. It is also encouraged to provide multiple forms of contact. This makes it even easier for the person reviewing applications to contact the references and move on with the application process. If you'd like to simplify your resume and use our free template that was used in this guide, be sure to head over to DoorLoop's blog to download yours, which will be linked below. Thank you so much for watching our video on rental resumes. We hope you found this guide helpful in understanding what a rental resume is and how to create one. Remember, having a rental resume can make all the difference when it comes to landing your dream apartment or home in today's competitive rental market. By highlighting your rental history and proving your reliability as a tenant, you can stand out from the crowd and increase your chances of getting approved for your desired rental property. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And don't forget to check out our free rental resume template in the description box below. Thank you so much again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.